Welcome back, guys, to the Reaper channel. Today, we're going to be talking about gear. If you already haven't, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It helps the page. I can make some more videos for you guys, whatever you guys want me to do. You comment, see what you guys want me to make. For example, PC, helmet setup, nod setup, all that good stuff. I do run nods. But today, we're going to be talking about belt setup. And what to put on your belt, right? And what fits for you, especially your guys' needs, right? I can't say a whole lot. Can't really go based off other people's setup. You make it to the best of your ability to outfit yourself to that belt, what your guys' needs. If you're LE, mil, security, or just a regular prepared civilian, right? But other than that, guys, we are going to be talking about today Bison belt, Ferro Concepts Bison belt. So pretty easy setup. Like I said, I'm going to show a different point of view right now here as well from the top. What you guys needs, what to put on it, how to put on it, all that good stuff, right? I've been running this belt for the past almost 2 years. And honestly, by far, I got to say it's by far the best belt I've ran. Durability, comfort, the style, I absolutely love it. I did go with the multicam. Camo, I was thinking about getting MC Black, but you know how a lot of people have a lot of hate towards MC Black, right? I know it's being more acceptable now. A lot more people are actually running MC Black. You see a lot more, I guess, people coming out of the shadows and wearing it. Before it was like, dude who's wearing MC Black. It's not even real camo, quote unquote, right? But for most part, like I said, give me a second. For most part, it's really an easy setup. Like I said, running, what's it called? Safariland, level 3 holster on it. Do got my gloves, mechanics, of course, multicam as well. Trying to match it as much as I can on the belt setup. I am running a leg strap that comes with the Safariland holster. So that is a pretty cool thing. When you do order the Safariland holster, you do get the leg strap, so that's one less dollar that you need to spend on. Of course, you can always change it for something different. I actually changed it out yesterday. What's it called? I did have the True North Concepts. Oh my god, mount. I changed it yesterday. I just feel like it was too against my hip. For example, I felt like it was rubbing a lot on my hip, and a lot of the people can say the same thing where the metal kind of is like it's bothering their hip. I was feeling that. I didn't like it, especially when I sat down or I had to move, side to side or go down or et cetera, right? I just felt that metal rubbing on my hip, and I really did not like it. So far, I've been running this one. I am running my shadow systems. I am running a DR920. No complaints. I do really want to get an alien gear holster if down the line. I heard nothing but great things, especially Mil Spec Mojo. He runs them all the time. Grime out of here in Vegas, all that good stuff. Those guys love running the alien gear, and I see their videos all the time, and it looks like a badass rapid holster. It does come in level 3, so that's another thing that I do really like. I love that retention system. I make sure that has that locking system, ALS. Just because, like I said, you don't want to not run those type of systems, especially when you're, I guess you could say, on duty, right? Or you're doing something that your life can depend on it. You don't want somebody grabbing a hold of your holster. You don't want somebody pulling your gun out and using your own gun on you. So one of the biggest things is that I go for those systems. Of course, I do run no systems at all, no locking systems. So other than that, guys, back of it, it's going to be a, what's it called, a tourniquet holder with my good old scissors, as you can say, medical shears, all that good stuff. But Pretty simple, like I said, easy to grab, easy to use. I am using also a Ferro Concepts, what's it called? Roll One. Fucking love it. Can't complain about it, especially when I sit back on it. It's not in my way. I feel like it's completely flat on my back. I do have my medical gear in there: chest seal, gauze, gloves, pen. The only thing I'm not running is decompression needles. I don't have that expertise and I don't have that experience as a medical responder. I do want to take eventually medical classes to expand my medical. I was an MA, so I got the basic needs of all that good stuff, but I never use a decompression needle. I never use that type of stuff. So God forbid, you know, something happens, right? And I cannot personally, you know, utilize that tool to the best of my ability, right? I'm not certified for that. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that. So eventually, yes, I will want to go down the line and maybe get some medical class training in my book. Guys, it's not always about firearms. Go with the, what's it called? Do the medical, take those medical classes, learn how to do, you know, the stuff that's out of your comfort zone, especially some people don't like blood. Well, hey, you never know, right? So other than that, I do have my mag pouch. I got this one off Amazon. So honestly, this is, dude, I hate when people say, hey, you have to buy the most expensive equipment for your equipment, right? No, you don't. This stuff, this mesh, it's like mesh kind of. So it feels really great. If it's easy to use, I roll it back up once you're done. So boom, comes apart. Put whatever you need. You can put the flap inside it, and then boom, you have your mag pouch. Super easy to use. You can roll it back up, use it how you want to do, get rid of it out of your way in case you're not using it. Personally, whenever I am running drills or anything like CQB, I do a lot of CQB recently. Check out Vegas Guardians out here in Vegas. They are doing a lot of good stuff. They are doing CQB classes every Thursday. And you can even apply for their membership to get those trainings. It's an open gym, great people, great time, knowledgeable people. And one of the biggest things that I can say, honestly, there's no ego. Okay. People think that, hey, you have to have the experience to do CQB, right? You have to have the experience for medical. You have to have the experience to just overall train. No, you don't. That's the reason why these classes are being offered, right? Go out there and train, especially if you're out here in Vegas. I am from Vegas. They do host the classes every Thursday. Check them out, vegasguardians.com, located in D. Martin. Great people, like I said. They will take the time to learn those thresholds, how to attack the crack, right? Or just overall how to manipulate your weapon to the best of your ability, right? For example, not flagging anybody while you're behind somebody. On and off safety. A lot of people forget those type of stuff. So other than that, I do like to run it open just because, like I said, I like to put whatever I need to put in as fast as I can, and it's not going to fall out. My phone, mag, medical equipment, gloves, whatever I need, right, to put in there. But other than that, I got my mag pouches as well. I am running S-Tac. Got my P-Mag, AR-15 30 rounder, of course. I did add this grip because, like I said, I like to make things easier for myself, right? So when I grab it, I'm getting that grip. I'm getting that absolute perfect grip. I'm not, what's it called, getting butterfingers on it. I am gripping onto my gloves when I grab this mag. So I don't know if it's just me, but I'm kind of weird. I like to run my extended mag. So I like to run my extended mag, Glock, of course. Like I said, I am running a DR920 shadow system, so it does take Glock mags, which is like the best thing about it. I don't like to spend extra money that I don't have to, right? For example, mags. I don't want to keep buying new mags because it doesn't fit that, weapon. So I am running Glock mags, of course. ZevTech mag extension on it, good stuff. I've been using this for years, no complaints. The only complaint that I guess you can say is I dropped it one time, and that's completely my fault if that's the case. I dropped it, hit the ground, and it completely went undone. So that was the only thing I have negative to say. And then also too, give me a second, let me try to focus it. This part, super loose. I hate that because what that does is it comes undone, right? And this gets a hold of it. Personally, I don't like that. I want to make sure that my equipment is working to the best of my ability. I don't want any complications, right? So this is the only thing that I have to negative say about the ZevTech. A mag extension doesn't make sense to me why it's like that. Put it down, then it's good to go, right? But other than that, I like to run this, all this good stuff. Just like I said, regular Glock mag, nothing fancy. ZevTech mag extension runs perfect. For most part, that's really honestly it. And I'm going to do another video on the top of the view, so that way you can guys can see it a little bit better on how everything is set up. Like I said, it's a perfect belt for me. One of the biggest things, like I said, people like to try to educate people on what they should put on their gear. Dude, run it to the best of your ability and your needs. Because at the end of the day, it's about what you guys need. It's not about the person next to you, right? So run what you need. You don't have to have the fanciest stuff, right? Ferro, I mean, it's not too expensive, but it's not cheap as well. So that's the only thing that I have to say about that. So I personally, I don't judge anybody on gear. Been there, you know what I mean? I've been there with, before I got all my good gear, right? I started off, the bottom of the Condor, for example. Used to run Condor all the time. That's until I started putting more into my shooting. Started putting into more of my training. Yes, gear does matter. Yes, durability and all long-term use, right, does matter. That's why I bought and I invested what I invested in. But if you're somebody that you're getting into, especially if you're just getting into it, don't drop $1,000 on gear. You know what I mean? If you have it, cool. If you have the money, all for it, dude. Me personally, spend more money on ammo. Spend more money on fundamentals. Take a class. Take that rifle class. Take that pistol class. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter, right? Gear is like a small percentage of what you're going to be putting out there, especially when you're shooting. Guys, don't let anybody judge you on your equipment. You know what I mean? I personally hate those dudes. I hate that fucking ego bullshit where, hey, I'm running a fucking Cry JPC. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care, dude. I really don't. You know what I mean? Like, how can you educate that next person to you to build up that community, right? To possibly get that person to go from a Condor, for example, like myself. I used to run Condor. That's how I started off. I didn't spend a shitload of money into it. One, I wasn't shooting as much as I am doing now, and I wasn't really utilizing my equipment when I went out there. 2 and 2, right? Invest in what you invest in, right? Invest, and then that investment will come back to you. But I hate the fucking dudes that literally fucking put down everybody else because they're not running the fucking latest Sean Concepts fucking play carry. It's bullshit. Complete bullshit. I don't care about that. Honestly, I don't. The only thing that matters to me in my circle is if you're a fucking good dude, God, country, and all that good stuff, right? And overall, being a good dude is what really matters to me. Like, if you treat me with respect, I'm going to treat you with respect. It goes a long way. And then building an overall community around the stuff that we get into, guys, that's the biggest thing, right? Is bringing more people, more like-minded people to expand that circle, for example. That's big for me. That's one of the biggest things why I am with the group Las Vegas Gun Club. They're good dudes. they bring everybody and anybody into their table, right? Of course, you know, for the fucking weirdos that do come along, yeah, they end up being fucking pushed out eventually, right? Because they push themselves out. And that's the whole fucking thing. Be a good person. Doesn't matter what gear you run. Doesn't matter if you're running a fucking H&K 416 and the other guy's running a fucking a PSA rifle. Like, it does not matter. And I hate those fucking dudes. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't care what you run. It matters if you're a good dude. You're educating the people next to you, to the right and the left of you. That's what matters to me. But I'm going to stop ranting, guys. I'm going to do a top of the view fucking view of the belt setup and all that good stuff. If you guys want to see more content like this, what plate carrier I'm running, I'm possibly going to be doing a plate carrier and a helmet setup. So stay tuned. Just got to make sure I find the time to. I got a family, got fucking shit to do. I work full time. Hopefully one day, if this, you know, blows up, right, for example, this is going to be my first full-time job where I'm fucking, how can I say, educating people on the equipment, their gear. Not only that, but the latest shit, right? Doing reviews. That's pretty cool. That's my goal, if that's cool. Other than that, like I said, if you guys want to see more content like this, hit that comment, like, subscribe, and then see where we go from there. All right. Everybody have a blessed day. Peace.